Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. Let me unpause. Let's see, I think at the end of last episode we talked about a few things we could work on. One is we've got a bunch of coal storage here and we want to belt this up to our 3 blast furnaces here at a minimum, and maybe we'll put it here. We'll see. I'm not sure if this blast furnace is going to stick around or not, this whole setup we've got going here. Yeah, we still have an old cold maker here too. We may tear all that out, but at a minimum, we want to run a belt and feed these blast furnaces by belt, not truck. We've got rubber. Looks like it's as high as it's been. How are we doing over here, this whole plan? So we've got our heavy distillate sitting here. We're not burning any right at the moment. That's good to see. And so hopefully this rubber plant just stays busy picking it out, because we're going to be building lots of belts. Construction parts were okay. We've only got a cache. Where are those? Right here of, we've only got one unit storage for those. I wonder if we should have 2. Let's double check and make sure this is prioritized correctly. Prioritize outgoing products from port marked X. Okay. We're going to store up construction part 1s until this is full, and then they'll be sent on to make construction part 2s. So we should see all these guys go into the warehouse. Very good. Very good. Excuse me. Oh. Oh. I see a big oversight here. Here's our construction part 1s. We need to route these over here, guys. Forgot the other part of the input here. Let's take care of that massive oversight on my part. And how do we want to do it? We need to belt out here. I want you to climb up. As high as you can go, really. Straight on out is fine. And I'm going to want you to stack over here if you're willing. Are you willing? You're not willing. Here to be willing. Seems like you should be able to go above all this, guys. Let's hit R, maybe. Okay. All makes sense. Boom. And boom. Yeah, let's get these where they need to go. Or sure, I've got the right belt I'm hooking on to. That's it. Is that it? No. Not even close. You can see what I want to do. I want to clip onto this one. I've got, okay, on the magnet again. It gets right there. We'll try to extend this out a little bit before it dips. So I'm going to go up all the way. There, and then down and in. Should not have to do that. That's a bit surprising. All right, that's fine. We will come back one more. Maybe I can lower here. Wrestling with my controls. That's fine. You can do the same thing here. they're getting the concrete they need, and now they're going to get the construction part ones that they need. We'll prioritize these. That was a huge oversight, but it's all right. Not a big deal. We can turn off truck imports for now. Same thing here. These shouldn't have truck imports. All right, so that's a little less trucking. And then we saw another oversight we just fixed here on our water supply. Now we need to scale up water production, to be honest, and we need to find a good method for that. Our piping system's not so great over here. With these water tanks here, we may want to rethink all of that. Where we want to locate this stuff. These water collectors need to go. They're kind of in the way. What are we doing on everything else? Food, housing looks great. Food looks good. A little nervous about it, but it looks good because we keep hiring workers. Unity is through the roof. Research is underway. Our ship says no orders. Let's find out where he's at. Okay, he did his repair job. Can you visit here and bring back a bunch of oil for us? Or here is even better. Can you go there? Let's see if he'll make it. Looks like he's going. Ooh, that'll be interesting. See what happens with this. I'm kind of surprised we have enough fuel to do this. I wonder if that's a glitch. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. We are fully armed, and we should be in good shape for any kind of whatever we encounter here. Let's fast forward. Come on, let's see if there's something to do here. Or is he just going to go shuttling right on through without... Oh, it says exploration in progress. All right, we'll let that guy do his thing. Let's, I guess, run our belt. The only other thing we need to send through here is fertilizer at some point. We'll probably have to rework the pipes. You can see this is not optimal. This should probably go like an S curve. Through here and then cross over and here so that we've got room. So we're not doing this craziness. We could do that. We could fix that now. That is our water line. But man, we got to rethink how we're watering all of these fields. Could even relocate them somewhere if we wanted to. We just don't have a good place. Oh, so much to do. So much to do, potentially. Wondering if I could start chewing up this dirt and extending this area. Chewing up this mountain here. Just extending the mining designation and throwing another excavator on there. May need another mine tower. Let's see what we got here. We got population. We got some electronics. And then he's going to swing back on his way and hopefully get us some crude from here. Full storage. We should be able to load up. Not that we need it. Look at this, man. Our diesel tanks are all full. That's amazing to me. Good. Do I have room for more? That is the question. All this pipe is really doing is feeding this fuel station, so this pipe's not really necessary. We could yank that out, add 9 more tanks if we want, and then just run a pipe from those guys into here. I think there's got to be room to run the pipe. Let's put down more storage. Not that we need this, but let's hold off. Do we need that much diesel? Are we going to sell it or burn it for power? Got a ton. We've got... I'm not sure. Not sure we should even bother with that. In fact, we could probably save some workers. Just go down to one shift on the oil rigs. Maybe we do that for a while. We seem to have an abundance. That guy's set to one shift. Let's set this guy down to one shift. And let's set this guy down to one shift as well. Okay, our ship is here. Let's load the cargo and just send our guy home. And maybe we can do some more exploring. He's going to bring back a bit of crude oil, not a ton, 260. I thought this guy was full, but it's showing we've only got 260 on board. Not sure what happened there. I was expecting more. Okay, that gave us more workers. Can we fire up our third maintenance building now? The ever important maintenance. We want to route plates, iron plates over here. Need to think about how we're going to do that. Let's see. All right, back to the current dilemma. We want to get the coal routed. We've got some messy pipes here. Do we want to clean up these pipes? And before we clean up the pipes, do we want to really refine our strategy for water collection? Got two reservoirs. One here, one here. We could leverage some of this space for a row of water pumps. We've got land here that's available to us that we could use for an array of water pump or water tanks if we wanted to. And just have some centralized water storage on the island, or we could do it here. This space is wide open for us and it's sitting on water. I don't know if we want to be, if it's important for us to be tapped into multiple water reservoirs. Ooh, this one's down to 2150. And this one, put the overlay on. This one's still got a ton, 49, 40 something, 4,600, close to 4,700. We've got two more available to us on the island. Wonder if we want to get this water drained up and into tanks. We've also, yeah, we've got room along here. I'm thinking we're going to expand the colony this way. So much to do. I'm stuck in analysis paralysis. I think what I want to do is fix this pipe here coming off this way. And I'm going to do an experiment. Like if I take this pipe down, I got to take a huge section. So does it help if I add a little tiny stub? Like right off of this guy? Can I just add like a little temporary stub? Kind of like that. Will that now change this into being sections? So now I can rip this out, perhaps? Let's do it. Let's clean up these pipes a little bit, because this is silliness, what we've got going on here. Kill that. In fact, we can route this one. I kind of know how I want this to go. I want to stay high. Let's do that. I want you to curve around this way, but I want you to go out one more before you make that curve. I want you to hug this line. And then kind of halfway through, where are you? Then I want you to join up this way. Boom. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. So now this can come out. So let's take this section out. Just kind of reworking things a little bit. And then we can run this guy into you. I think trucks can get under there. Did come out a little higher. Let's see how this works. Can I go up one at least? Maybe two here? Will it happy? What that? That's kind of exactly what I want. And then we can run a pipe of fertilizer kind of underneath this, following the same thing. Then the belt can go somewhere in the middle here. The belt of coal that we need to route. Let's get that moving. We're at single speed. That's fine. I see one little warning. I don't care too much about that. Do we want this high or do we want this low? Ideally, we'd go high and we could run it. Oh, we're going to have to dip under this cross section. That's the one flaw with my design here, I guess. But I could go. I hop over. See, sorry, I'm not finishing my sentences. Can I go too high here? Try this. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, I got the wrong thing. It's not conveyors. It's U-shaped conveyors. That's all right. Oops. Bummer. That's all right. Easy enough to fix. Boom. At least we know we can do it. So we want U-shaped conveyors. That's going to allow us to haul the coal. Bit of a waste of time. Only problem I've got doing it right where I'm at is if I want to run my fertilizer down, I'm not going to be able to cross over. I need to actually be underneath that pipe. Let's right click and do it here. I need to be underneath this one and then run the fertilizer just next to it. See what I mean when we get to the fertilizer. it's not clear already. Okay. Just trying to work my screen here so I can... Where I'm at. Lots of construction parts for this. That's all right. But that's why we're making them. I think this is going to be close enough. We'll find out. If not, I'll have to delete it all again. Is not close enough. Can I right-click my way back out of this? Nope. I cannot. What I can do, potentially... branch off of that, just so when I... Whoops. All right. But when I delete, I don't have to delete the whole freaking thing. I can just delete this part. I think we need to come out one further. That's why I'm doing this. I believe we're too high. 1, 2. We'll go a little extra far out just to make sure that we're not going to have problems. Because I think I'm going to try and stack the iron belt U-shaped conveyor on top of this one. Hopefully that won't be too close. If it is, it's going to have to snake around. Okay. This little nub can come off. Sorry, guys. I know you just built it, but we don't need it. That saves a little bit. Right now, our trucks are, you know, the mine would be... Ideally, we would slope down this other direction. Maybe we'll find a way to do that. Then just level this down. Probably not a bad idea. And that would put our trucks, as they get loaded up from the excavators, they'd be coming up a ramp this way and closer to where they need to drop off the coal. Not a huge deal. Not too worried about that. This is all working pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Okay, these guys are setting out to level this off. Would we want to do that? Actually do the ramp from back here and go down. Let's think about it. Let's grab the mining designation this time, not the fill. I'm going to pull off this area. We'll leave the overlay on for a second. And I'm thinking about ramping down from back here, starting a new mining designation, ramping down towards that. What we would need to do maybe is a couple things. Let's get rid of that accidental. Escape out of this. Let's edit the area. You can do up to that. Let's get another mining tower built and then maybe come at this ore from the other direction. Ramp it down to -4 if we can. Let's try. Might be goofy. Okay. Let's do that. That's going to be a bunch of dirt. Oh, what's the warning? Must be managed. Sure. Okay. I like it. Off with the overlay. And let's get the mining tower. I'm not sure where that guy is. Go. Yes, anywhere over here is fine. Okay, and let's get a couple more excavators built. We'll select. Where is Advanced Logistics Control? Provides extra management. Nope, that's not the one. Vehicles management. Plus 20 vehicles cap. Excuse me, that's one we want. Is that the end of the extra vehicles? Could be. Now, there's the vehicles management way up here as well. Plus 15 vehicles cap locked. Behind conveyor belts 2. So maybe we'll queue that up. And yeah, okay. Thermal desalination, fine. Dismiss. We're kind of busy doing other things right now, right? We're shoring up our power and we're trying to eliminate some of the trucking that's going on. I can see our coal is starting to get delivered here. Exactly what we want. We want to do something similar with the iron. Now let's take a look here. We want to set up loose storage and then belt that through here as well. We still have yet to complete this line. Hopefully this belt's not going to be in our way. I don't think it will. Let's keep an eye on everything else though. Housing looks good. Food looks okay. I'm always nervous about food. We've got everybody working full on. We thought about fertilizer. Let's take a look at the fertilization options. Oh yeah, we need all that other processing before we can even make fertilizer. I think that's a ways off. So let's just make do with what we've got. We've got no ability to get excavators working on this side. How is coal? Do we have an abundance? We do. I'm going to pull an excavator off of here. I might actually pull one off of each of these, in fact. And a truck to go with it. 2 trucks. Let's instead focus on this guy. Okay, we may need to think about fill. How is this doing? I mean, we've got more room. I don't know if that is going to suffice or not. It looks like we're going to have to come back another layer, right? And go up. But we'll let that finish before we decide. We've got another coal storage here. I guess that's fine having that separate, not in the same chain. The reason I'm thinking about this one is I think we need to do another one of these power arrays. And I guess we can do it right here as long as there's no minerals underneath there. Yeah, this is all open space. It'd be good for farming as well. But I'm thinking we could put another coal power plant here. maybe branch off of this belt to feed it and kind of follow the same design. Okay, these guys are getting to work right away digging. That's awesome. Hopefully I've turned the corner on my difficulty understanding how the mining works. Now trees, we're chewing through the trees. I don't know if it's game over once they're gone or if we can import wood. Let's take a look at the map for the heck of it. Can you bring in wood? No, you can bring in electronics. Can't bring in wood from that place. Can't bring in wood from that place. Or construction materials, right? That's what we're using the wood for. I don't know. Let's maybe send our ship out. I know I'm jumping around, but let's see. He's fueled up. We're ready to go. Again, there's nothing we can do as far as beefing him up, I don't think. I think he's ready to just head out. We don't need him to go get oil, that's for sure. Got plenty of crude oil. Rubber is good, even though we're making a lot of stuff that uses rubber. Keeping up. Do we have 2 cargo ships? Yeah, we do. Out and about. Good. Let's hit the map, see what else we can get to before we upgrade the fuel tanks. Can't get there. Can't get there either. Nope. 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 Can't do anything. A little unfortunate. I guess we can send him over to get oil. Just send him out. We'll let him hang out at this oil rig until we need him. We'll just keep loading up oil, I guess. Vehicles. I guess we should be thinking about prioritizing what we do with vehicles. So it's either power or it's iron. What do we want to do first? Let's do the iron. Power looks like it's holding up okay. So basically all we want to do for iron, slag is keeping up with one little storage. We basically want to do the same thing that we just did, but we want to stay out of the mining area. We want to be right on top. In fact, this guy could probably go. Why don't we... Let's get rid of this storage. We'll move this out. Then we'll put the iron dry storage here. The iron loose storage here. And then we'll run a belt either across the one above this, or it might have to sit back one. It probably has to sit back one. Tie her up. And then that'll feed over this belt, hopefully, into this guy. Then we won't be trucking iron anymore. Iron ore. We'll just be sending it to the thing. Now, it's not as compelling, right? It's not that far from the iron mine, but as the coal, we're saving a lot of fuel, I think, by doing this with our coal. I've got 3 excavators with just waiting for trucks. Their storage is pretty full, at least on this one. Kind of waiting for this to get deconstructed. Waiting for it to, these guys to pick up these 12 construction parts. Maybe they don't even have a place to put them. I'm going to bring up the overlay again. I want to stay clear as I can of that iron ore. And I'd love this to be out of my way. Maybe put down 1, but then we're going to have to wait. All right, they got rid of that. Now we can get that building out, I think. Turn off the overlay. This one kind of doesn't serve a purpose. Let's empty that guy. That's probably enough for now. We may snake these around and put 4 more this way and then come down here with our iron supply. But for now, for the near term, I'm just going to route this around. I'm going to snake a belt around instead of just adding more storages. Although, let's see. These take 25 construction parts. They're actually cheaper than the belts, probably. U-shaped conveyors take construction part 2s and rubber. We could do it. Let's add more of those. These are pretty cheap. Add more loose storage. We're going to have plenty, but... those off by 1? Looks like they might be off by 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like maybe. Fine. Not too worried about it. All right, we need to go up. Up with these guys. Boom, boom, boom. We want the highest height we can get, actually, with these. But we can cut straight over. And then we'll see. I think... okay, we need to hit R so they don't snap. I think we need to actually be 1 further back. Let's try that and see if it works. But I think we need a little bit more of a run to connect up to this. Hopefully it won't be an issue. Let's hit R again to get the snap now. Still wants to do a little S curve here. Probably can't make it around. Right click. Let's see. Can we just do it so it's not so horrible? I'm okay with this. That's what we might just have to do. I'll take it. I'll take it. Not perfect. That is almost right about... I think here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's not perfect, but that looks all right to me. Let's set the material here so we don't end up with something we're not expecting. All about iron ore. And you could get really clever. You can see how these will hold, they'll hold dirt and rock. You could get really clever near your mining sites and have storages for your rock and your dirt and even your slag here, and then belt that to your nearest landfill area and not have trucks do that for you. I imagine that is something that would work. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We've got tons of diesel, but we do have a limit on how many trucks we can have on the island, it looks like. We're going to research that now. It's being researched. Unity is, are we maxed or something on Unity? No, Unity is maxed at 7. Plenty of food, 3 oil rigs. Research lab, the fuel saver. We're right at even Unity. That's kind of interesting. How are we doing on water? Looks like they're happy. Total settlement need is 35.8. Just wondering if these things need to scale. I need to produce more. Not. Looks like that's fine. The same thing now with these guys, the transformers. How can I tell how much they need? Let's say electricity. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's something somewhere that tells me how many transformers these guys actually need. Does it not matter? Can't tell from that. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We can turn off imports here. Check imports off. So now, yeah, now all our excavators are firing away. We need to think about copper. Copper I'm neglecting like crazy. We need to scale this up pretty soon. I mean, one excavator's been doing the job. Maintenance is at 100%. But that's something we might look at. Okay. Vehicles management is unlocked, so we can get more vehicles if we need them. That's doing kind of what I expected. This is doing what I expected. In the end, this may be our main ramp, the new one that we're building. And we may level off all the way across as much as we can. And just see how it goes. These guys can probably just continue to level off a huge area. We've got trees marked. But these guys, we could extend this to just level all of this down to whatever it is. -2? Is that all I'm doing? -2? I guess. These guys are doing -4. They can sweep through and take it down from -2 to -4. So we'll see. We'll experiment with that for a little bit longer. I think maybe next episode we may want to start chewing off this. Trying to level this land over here just for fun. Everything else looks okay. We've got steel production to do. We've got fertilizer to do. Those two are oddly related. And we need to do the power. I think power is actually next. One more coal power facility through here. Right next to this. I think it'll just mirror this exactly. This seems to be working for us pretty well, I believe, and we may be able to branch a belt to feed this somehow. Down and have it feed the our boiler. But this all looks to be working fine to me. May not be perfectly tuned, but man, it's doing the job. Yeah, everything looks to me to be in pretty great shape. Tons of oil. Tons of diesel, 1,700. Tons of maintenance. Who would have thunk it? But yeah, we'll see. You know, I'm debating how long to run the series, to tell you the truth. I think we're at the point where we've kind of overcome most other hurdles. The rest is just kind of building out and exploiting the rest of the island. We do have some more stuff in the tech tree. We'll see next episode where we go next. Probably thinking about the producing the molten steel. Metal caster can get us the steel plates. I'm not sure what those are used for yet. I guess I'll find out. Is there a construction part or something? We'll have to see. So there's more stuff we can do, but I do think that we've pretty much turned the corner. There's no real risk. I don't, knock on wood, I don't think there's any real risk of the island failing at this point. I think we're doing pretty good. Well, let's go visit our ship real quick before we sign off. Load some more crude. We're going to have a ton. In fact, we could add a shift here. We've got tons of Unity and we got plenty of workers. This guy will come home with a huge tank of oil. And then we need, I guess, mostly tech tree stuff, right? Maintenance 2 that I'm guessing just increases our output. I see. There's a use for steel. The ship bridge 2. It's a radar system. Provides advanced radar capabilities. We could do that for sure. So yeah, we'll pick it up next episode. We'll do more of this. For now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Enjoy having you with me on this journey of Captain of Industry. I hope you enjoy this content. I definitely enjoy putting it together for you, especially when it's an awesome game like Captain of Industry. I pretty much love every game I have on the channel. I could play just about every one forever for a really long time. But I do have to say the Captain of Industry is exceptional. There's just so much you can do here. And the mining, despite my difficulties that I've had with it, it's just very, very innovative. I love it. I don't know if there's other games like this. If you know of any, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested. I am planning to start a Let's Play on Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I've been waiting to get that game on the channel for months and months and months and months. It may follow this series or it may run in parallel. We'll see, but that's coming. But yeah, if you know of other games that have this level of innovation and this kind of style of gameplay, definitely let me know in the comments below. And I'll leave it there, and I will see you in the very next episode.